until then, maybe I can be entertaining. I'll just do one mission in my casual run through. At least to have something going on. If this doesn't work out, I'm gonna restart the stream and just do something else on my own. What am I supposed to be doing? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Sure, I'll do that. Dang, I made it. Alright, your opponent's attacks are effective against guard. Defeat all opponents. Heard rumors of a place in the British Empire that might have something to do with the cursed sword. When I arrived, I found a ruined mansion. Ooh. Out of courtesy, I knocked before entering this seemingly abandoned building inside. Oh. Inside, I found old portraits on the wall and furniture covered in dust. When I reached the central courtyard, I heard footsteps. They were my own. What do we have here? A guest? It has been ever so long. Are you a friend of Lord Valentine? May I inquire as to your name? Said the mysterious man. The man spoke politely, but he had a dangerous air about him. I gave my name, careful not to take my eyes off of him. Oh, how surprisingly candid of you. My name is Fiddler. Since you've come all this way, I feel I should tell you a bit about the place. This was once the estate of the renowned merchant and noble Lord Valentine. See that crest? It once adorned the prows of merchant galleons in harbors from London to Venice at the world beyond. He was brilliant, but sadly jeez, dude. He had a beautiful young daughter, is that what I saw? Anyways, I believe I've amused myself enough for today. Miser, be a dear and help me flank this fool? I glanced over my shoulder and was shocked to see a woman dressed in Eastern garb standing right behind me. It looks like this fiddler has been buying time until his partner showed up. Hang on, Jacob texted me now. So we're gonna try it again here in a second. Ooh, woman named Miser. Oh, Miser's from SOULCALIBUR 3, my dude. You're as cowardly as ever, Fiddler, but you were wise to wait for me. Alright, I gotta hurry up, because Jacob is waiting for me. Let me bop Fiddler and Miser real quick, and then we'll try and get back to more matches. Can you tell I haven't played in a while? My day one combos. Boop. Poke. You win. Alright, now I'll get Jacob back over here and we'll try again. Alright, she's impressed. Whoa, a brute. Alright, am I done? Can I leave? Yes. Oh yeah. It really does though. Well, there you go. That was fun, right guys? We'll later, dude. Boo. That was lame. What a stinky boy. Alright, what am I gonna do? Let's keep going with this for fun for like 10 or 20 more minutes, perhaps. Uh-oh. Alright, continue exploring. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. Footsteps of the Sorcerer. I arrived at the tavern long after the sun had set. Mint time? Place was loud and lively, as you can see from the photo. A table of tipsy young folk playing cards. A wizened old lady nursed a mug. A barmaid giggled with a customer, but what caught my eye was a well-built fellow at the end of the corner, drinking silently. He surveyed the room and occasionally smiled, and an occasional smile formed on his lips. Is this a fan fiction, or is this a SOULCALIBUR game? What is this? I made my way through the throngs of people to the counter. While I was waiting for my drink, the man slipped up to me and began to speak. Well-dressed man. Yeah, he's wearing that fabulous Gucci hood. Evening. You're a different sort, aren't you? It seemed that the man had noticed me too. I asked him what he meant by a different sort, and he smiled. My hobby's people watching, you see. Jeez. So I get a kick out of finding people like yourself who are a little, well, unusual, shall we say. What is this guy saying about me? This guy's an actual stalker talking trash. I pulled back, not wanting to get involved with this shady character, but he carried on talking regardless. Yeah. I met me another different sort the other day, a white-haired fellow with strange golden eyes. He was covered in scars, so I thought he might have been a rough sort, but turns out he wasn't bad folk. Interesting to natter with, too? What does that mean? He was looking for a sorcerer. I give this guy an accent, I guess. He wanted to know if I knew of any of that sort. Well, I just told him the old lady crossing the river was the one who knows a thing or two about medicine. You know, the witch of the oak. Jeez, this guy is evolving some sort of accent. When he came back to the next day, he wasn't happy. Said, "Darn it. Don't need some old bag who can lance a boil. Need some who got an open gate or knows someone who can tell me where to find them now." The cheek? What? Apparently the white-haired man just shrugged and left when he found no answer. So, you know, as a person of different sort yourself, what do you think the guy's deal was? Alright, so what do I think? He's from a world of sure. Ha ha! I like the way you think. Besides, I can see it certainly was funny enough, that one. But whatever he was, he looked real serious, like he'd never had a laugh in his life. The man seemed to suddenly remember something and pointed to the table of card players. He told me they had card games where he's from, too. Asked me what sort of rules we played by here. The place he's from is called New Jersey. Hey Jacob, I see you in the chat. Get out of here. Boy, was he ever clever. Picked the game up in seconds. It's called Go Fish. Cleaned me out in a twinkling too. It really was like magic. Ha! Jacob, get out of here. I see, get yourself out of here. The man continued to talk for hours, flitting from topic to topic. Did I really sit here for hours listening to this gung-ho talking for hours? With seemingly no intention of stopping. It sounds like my freaking grandma, dude. Jacob. Look, man, you can... What? Is that all I got? That was it? I didn't even fight anything. Continue? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Alright, well I can't go there yet. I can go here. I can fight Ivy. Sure, I'll spend $600 to walk over here. Oh! No. Alright, your opponent's attacks have a set chance of being a counter hit. Alright, that's fine, whatever. This is what I look forward to in SOULCALIBUR. Actually playing here, so shh. Dang, I got a new weapon. There we go. We arrived. What is that? What is it called? Lost little bird following breadcrumbs. Your opponent's go gravel breaks. Alright, I don't care about that. This is what I followed the trail through the trees, deeper and deeper into the forest. Oh, Jacob, get out of here. Old half-collapsed castle came into view. The trail of breadcrumbs led right to it. Is that like a figure of speech, or was my man actually looking at some bread on the ground? I crept toward the castle, scanning the area for danger. I spotted several sentries, all of them dressed like the man who had taken Tira. From what I could see, the sentries demanded a password to enter the castle. For such an old place, it was guarded extremely heavily. Maybe if I got closer, I could overhear the password, or even try reading someone's lips. It was worth a shot. Suddenly, a piercing scream came from inside the castle. Too focused on discovering the password, I stumbled into surprise and stepped down hard on a dry branch. A loud snap cracked through the air, and one of the sentries caught sight of me. Oi! You! What'd you think you're doing? I was following breadcrumbs. Yeah, GG's, Jacob, those were fun. The crack of my mints between my teeth rang through and the sentries caught me. Oi, what are you doing? I paid $600 to come back to the place I was just at. I'm dead, dude. That's all. No. Easy. Get destroyed. Alright. More stupid stories, please. Luckily, I hadn't drawn the attention of anyone. Nobody saw all that. After I subdued the sentry, I demanded he tell me everything he knew. I killed him, though. They don't tell me nothing. I'm just one of the birds of passage's hired lackeys. Have you ever referred to yourself? Has any of my friends ever come up to me and asked me something and I said, no, I don't know anything. I'm just one of Staples' hired lackeys. No. What did you hear? Revenge? What brings you here? Revenge? Did they kill your family or something? Or are you being offered a pretty penny to take them down? It doesn't matter, I guess. This is just one hideout of many. Whoever you are probably ain't Whoever you're after probably ain't even here. Her. So the castle was a hideout for the group of assassins, the Birds of Passage. Which means that scream I heard. Oh, anime guy turning his head. This sounds like a dating sim. Yes, it does, dude. I'm telling you. I knocked the sentry unconscious, tied him up, and rolled him into a thicket. I had to sneak into the castle without being seen. Could have just killed him. I mean, he's probably gonna die now anyway. So might as well just made it easier for him. You think anybody's gonna find him in that thicket? Alright, lost little birds. Same thing, your opponent dies and fresh blood-stained corpses were scattered throughout the castle. All had been disfigured in the same way. Their eyes were gouged out and strange symbols were carved into their flesh. The gruesome sight and loathsome strength made me recall the scream. Was Tira okay? I climbed a staircase proceeding further into the castle until I eventually reached a large hall. I could hear someone moaning nearby. The source of sounds soon became clear. Tied to a chair and covered in blood was the man who'd taken Tira. He was likely the leader of the Birds of Passage base. He was on the verge of death. Likely the cadavers to this castle's hall. His eyes had been gouged out, his head thrashed wildly, and he wailed in agony. Yeah, I would too. That sounds wait a minute. So you make a big deal about how his eyes are gouged out, and here you are showing me a picture of this man with two perfectly good eyes? Disappointed. I remained silent, but the man continued. He must have thought I was one of his own. Listen. Report the Isir Drousel. That does not sound familiar, dude. Ever since she used the evil seed to escape, she's been hiding in Eastern Europe. That's a huge section, dude. You gotta be more specific. What part of Europe? Though she changed her name and feigns normality, the same blood boils inside her. The man began to speak feverishly, as though consumed by fear. Yeah, I'd be pretty scared too if I didn't have any eyes. The blood of a butcher of human flesh. She tore her false family to pieces. She'd come back to... She must have been caged again. Know her false name. It's Ted. Before he could finish, a giant metal hoop dropped from above and cleaved him in two. What's her name? What character's name starts with a T and an I? His corpse slid to the floor, the blood-soaked disc protruding from the ground next to it. It seemed that I'd seen that weapon before. You took ages. I've been waiting for you. Tira slid out of the darkness to claim her weapon. Unaffected by the sight of the corpse, she looked at me and tilted her head. Remember how I said I had another favor to ask you? Wanna hear it? No thanks. You're hilarious. Kay, listen up. See, like, why'd he give me the choice there? It's like, no matter what I pick, she's gonna tell me. I'm gonna dye you red. That's what you... That's it? Alright, well, whatever. I'm a red boy now. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Less editing for me. Alright. Back to the funnies. Looking at me as though nothing had happened, Tira spun her ring and launched another attack. I'm not done playing with you yet. Show me the color of your blood. It's red. I could just tell you that. I just barely parried her blade in time. Its movements were difficult to predict, as though it was being controlled by more than just one person. What part do you want me to gouge out of you first? It gotta be your eyes, right? And I say, no, something else please. And who cares, I'll chop you into tiny pieces. Tira spoke as though she had two personalities fighting for control of her mind. Was she possessed, or was she just mad? Yeah, good one. Whatever the case, if I didn't do something quickly, I was in danger of being overwhelmed. Can't have that. I held off her onslaught while slowly backing into a room. Here, one weathered wall was partially collapsed. What's up, little mousy? Nowhere else to run? Time for the kitty to pounce on her prey. If she's calling me a mouse and implying that she's a cat, that's just not even true. Tira fled towards me with her blade. Somehow I deflected her attack. So I don't know how I did it. You're really starting to annoy me. You too, Tira. They ran on a budget for that cutscene, for that fight scene. The wall on which Tira had embedded her ring crumbled and fell. Dragged along by the force of her momentum, she went down too. It's like that cutscene. It's like the SOULCALIBUR 3 opening. Terrified that she might still be alive, I approached the gap and peered down. Neither Tira nor her weapon were anywhere to be seen. If somebody like in a movie or something falls down a ledge, you pretty much have to look down. So I don't know why you gave me the reasoning. All I could make out was a single black feather falling gently down onto the debris. Dang. Isn't that poetic? No, it's not. Alright. A deal with the ancients. I'll do this real quick. Hopefully it's not too... We moved deeper and deeper into the trees, the feeling eyes on us all the while. At last the trees broke into a wide clearing. At it... Oh jeez dude, I'm a burp. Ugh. At its center was a great stone carved with decorative symbols. Who's this? Oh, here we are. That's the ancient altar I've been looking for. I'll put this on top and... Lyslots poured an odd powder onto the altar and set it alight, seeing a foul smell, purplish smoke in the air. She's doing drugs, dude. According to the marvelous old text passed down through the Crone family, this beacon will summon the Hidden Village clan after 7 days have passed. What is she talking about? We need to keep the fire going until they show up, so we'll have to take turns. You can do it all you want. I'm not doing this. Well, it's been 7 days. Let's keep the fire... How long do you intend to linger here? Eek! There was a young man standing behind Lyslot. It was likely his gaze we felt all the time. Oh. His clothing was not at all similar to that of the villages nearby. Where did you come from? Are you lost by any chance? What were you just talking about me 7 days ago? I'm Almond. Of the Hidden Village. Why are you trespassing in our forest? If it's your forest, why weren't you here sooner, my dude? Ah, you're from the Hidden Village, of course. Of course, Seriously? Judging someone on appearance alone, are you? I can see why the elders hate outsiders so much, because they're racist. You summon your senior, and yet dare to doubt me? You could just be a weird dude showing up, coincidentally. As I was wondering who this senior was, Eliza spoke again. Now that I think of it, the text did mention that the people of the Hidden Village clan had extremely long lifespans, so, forgive me, Sir Ahmed. Oh yeah, I remember that in the text. I remember that part of the text. In the text it said that. I do not deign to speak with pitiful fools. I will not leave you on your own. Then I will drive you away by force. Alright, so we're gonna fight him. I'm guessing. Me and my... Who is this chick? Is this my imaginary waifu who's just with me on the journey? I don't know. I don't remember her. Hey. Oh, I better not lose this. Oh, pfft. Never mind. I didn't want to kill him. Although when I fought the one dude I took, I was like, oh no! You got me. You're so strong. What is this? As I looked on, perplexed by Ahmed's obviously feigned defeat, he whispered to us.
Play along, the elders are watching.
Convince them. We come to you in peace. We only wish permission to pass through this forest to maintain trade with the other villages. We promise not to disturb you, so please permit us this. Did we really wait in a forest for 7 days to ask permission to keep going? After Lysla delivered her speech to the forest, Almond spoke again. Listen, everyone. They are strong and they followed the laws for a full week. Did they deserve at least this? At least? I think we deserve more than this for what? Almond's voice was swallowed by the silence among the trees. Before too long, an arrow shot out from the shadows and landed on Ashlet's foot. Ow! Eek! Oh, there's a... Let's see. Provided 1 sack of sugar on each new moon as tribute, and those who have been granted permission may pass. Outsiders may not speak to the people of the Hidden Village clan. Very well, that's a deal. Ugh. The road was on its way to being built. Life in the village would soon improve. For 1 sack of flour, that is. Or sugar. Dang, 39, let's go. I got jerky. I got Hidden Village Clan jerky. Aw, yeah. And Fiendorf leveled up too. Alright, I can't do this anymore. Well, that was fun. That was stupid. I'll definitely do that again sometime if people like it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Alright. Yeah, thanks you guys for joining me. I'll be back on hopefully sooner rather than later, but in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Take care.